And good morning, Minister. I appreciate you being here with us today. I also want to acknowledge the works you have done in the ministry, ensuring the delivery of a student-centered education system that promotes the success of children and students. And my questions are on the classroom complexity and learning opportunities here. And Minister, I have heard from many parents the challenges of having a child with a severe disability or other learning delays going through the education system and the importance of additional supports for their child, such as program unit funding. I know you have taken the issue seriously as your department conducted a comprehensive stakeholder engagement to learn about strengthening program unit funding. And on page 39 of the business plan, key objective 4.2 explains that your ministry will provide specialized learning supports to address classroom complexity, such as in the case with students with the learning delays and severe disabilities. And please, Minister, what does Budget 2024 provide for program unit funding, and what does it do to address the long-term sustainability of the funding?
Thank you, Member. Minister?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you to the member for the important question. I think we can all agree it's absolutely critical and vital to ensure that our youngest learners are able to receive the specialized support that they need, particularly if they have delays or severe disabilities. The research and the evidence in this area is crystal clear. Work that can be done to help support students early on is vital to their long-term academic and career and life success. And it's critically important to the government and to me personally as well to ensure that we have the right level of support for our most youngest learners, and that includes PUF, which, as I mentioned, provides funding to address the very unique and nuanced educational needs of students or children that have delays or severe disabilities. In addition to that, there's also incredible work occurring in early literacy and numeracy screening and assessment. We have mandatory reporting currently underway for all kids in grades 1 to 3, whereby we screen their literacy and numeracy abilities and provide intervention support to be able to have those kids operate at grade level if they are behind. And these programs are incredibly effective, and many provinces around the world are looking to replicate the work that Alberta has done. We should all be very proud. I believe we are really vanguards in this work. And what we're doing in this regard is quite exceptional and quite unique. I understand that Ontario is looking to effectively copy some of that early literacy work, and potentially other provinces as well. But just coming back to PUF, apologies, long-windedness. I think that's something that we all have. I guess you wouldn't be a politician if you didn't have a microphone and blabber on for a while. So apologies for that. But just coming back to program unit funding, more specifically, so one of the items that the Premier asked me to pay particular attention to in my mandate letter was around the PUF program. Premier directed me to take a look at the program and to explore how we can improve services and programs to children with severe disabilities and delays. So we got to work right away, and in September and October through the fall, in advance of the upcoming budget, we went to talk with those who know best, the parents and providers who deliver the PUF program, to see how the program could be modified or improved to ensure that students receive, the children receive the supports that they need. So through that engagement, we heard that there were some things that we could do. So we took their advice and we implemented some new recommendations, and I was very pleased to be able to receive additional funding for the PUF program. So Budget 24 will provide, if passed in this budget year, for $6 million in additional funding to support the PUF program, and it also forecasts to increase funding to the PUF program by $10 million in year 2 and in year 3. So, of course, a cumulative new funding investment of $26 million. What this will do, and where the funding is going, is to open up 2 enrollment dates, September and February. Previously, there was only one enrollment date, which was December 1st, if memory serves me correct. And so if you missed that date, you would have to wait effectively a whole year to be able to enroll your child into a program and receive those specialized services. So with the additional funding, we'll be able to open up 2 dates. So if a student is identified as having some delays or severe disabilities and requires additional support, they can register them in both September and or in February and start receiving those services much more quickly and in a much more timely way. Just on this point, I do want to note as well, I think it's important to to remind the committee and put on record that Alberta, and Jeff or others can kick me under the table if I'm wrong, but Alberta, I believe, is the only province in all of Canada that provides this level of educational support and services for students with severe disabilities and delays as young as 2 years old and 8 months. Other provinces do not provide this level of service to students that young. Again, Jeff hasn't kicked me yet, so I assume that I'm correct in my commentary there. But it is a priority for the government of Alberta, and I think all of us collectively as Albertans, to make sure that some of our youngest learners have the customized and tailored support that they need so that they can be successful.